We're live at Rock and Roll Mine. I'm Sean Adam, your host, and this is WROX News Radio 99, ROX. We report the rocks. We also report the dirt. This is a large, nice, gemmy crystal we found right here in the area that we're standing in. We call this the Bigfoot Pocket because it has a big footprint and it makes some bigger crystals. We also found some real nice little gemmy ones. They're perfect. But the larger crystals from this area are pretty spectacular and cool. This crystal is on our Etsy store right now. And it can be in your collection. It's a really large hawk nose, what we call a hawk nose formation. It's got lots of nice rainbows. It's got a touch mark here where it was sitting on the floor. But aside from that, it's all crystal faces. It's a really cool one. It's a little bit tabby, a little flat. So here we are. This is where we're at. This is what we're doing. Rock and roll. We're finding some crystals. We are looking through some different areas. That's a piece of glass. Just looking around to see if we lost any of these little tiny ones in the tailings. We need all of these little tiny ones for our upcoming jewelry line that we are really doing a lot of work on in these past few weeks. Really working on getting it out. We want to get this stuff fired. Fire it up. Okay. So we emptied the crystal tube. We got two little tiny little ones in there right now. And that's about it. But we're going to continue finding more of these little tinies in this area that I just raked. These leaves tend to kind of hide them. There's one. Now we're going to sort through all these, figure out which ones are the super gemmy ones. If you hang out and you visit the channel a lot, let's say frequently, if you are a supporter of rock and roll by visiting the channel and commenting and subscribing, we appreciate you. We're gonna have a live sale, our first live sale tonight at 7 o'clock, September 22nd, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be embarked on a live sail journey. We're finding some tiny ones. They're in here. I have really been concentrating, really thinking about these little tiny ones, because it takes a lot of them to get enough to have perfect ones. And all of them have to come straight out of the vug. They can't just be floating around getting damaged. So we got to track them down in this stuff, this little stuff. And they're in here. They're not as abundant as they once were. But I moved some leaves. And then we just start finding them again. So this is a whole entire hill of junk, I think. I think it's everything. This stuff, I know what this is. We're talking about this. I think this whole hill right here is just tailings. We're gonna want to get down to this floor. We got this kind of comes down like this. And up to about right here, we were finding crystals in a pocket. So we want to get that way, and we want to figure out what's going on. How are we going to get all of this out of here? And the only way to do it is just to do it. But I want to do it in the smartest, best way possible. Yeah, I think the only way to do it is just the dumb way, and just pick up a bunch of rocks. That's probably the only way. There's a little small one that I just noticed shining at me. Through the dirt. They're in here. They are in here. Okay. You know, doing these lives, it's not so easy to be as entertaining as you might like to be. So I'm just looking over everything that I stirred around earlier. We were in a live earlier. Kind of just went around and stirred some stuff up. And now that it's had a little while to sort of dry, not be so damp and weird and wet, just go around, check it out. And then we're going to do some other things. Don't worry, we're not going to do anything weird. Not going to do anything any weirder than living at a mine. It's weird enough. Well, we don't have a tripod anymore, and the camera is broken, and we don't have a film crew. Maybe we'll survive it anyway. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It is really hard to tell. Here's some drews. Maybe like a little one there. That's a strange one. Well, that's a strange one. It's kind of like a little golden elongated one. Might have been the base of a scepter at one time. Looks like it kind of peeled itself away from another crystal. They separated. It's just a little piece. Broke somehow. They break and they fly into the tailings, and then decades later, or weeks later, we don't really know. We don't know when it happened. And they weather themselves with the rain back out of the tailings. They're just sitting there like, hey. And I'm like, hi, how are you doing today? And then they're like, I'm cool. I'm feeling pretty dirty, but I'm okay. I'm like, let's clean you up. Get you over here in the crystal tube. And we'll figure the rest out later. So we've got some crystals, little ones. Okay. This is what we're here for. Dropping crystals in the tube. This is half of a crystal. I can feel it. It's sheared itself in half. So I came through and kind of mixed all this up a little bit earlier, fluffed it up, mixed it around, and now we can kind of check it out a little better because it's not as wet. So we can maybe see a few things a little better now. The dirt's gonna be a little less clingy. We might be able to find some things. Earlier it was a little more difficult. Everything was wet. I was really holding on to everything. That's a super gem. Real nice gemmy one right there. Doesn't seem to have any damages. Has a nice silvery tone. These are the ones that we're looking for. It's got a nice flat face right there. So that's an absolute gem. Priceless. Priceless gem. Just came right out of the earth like that. Came right out of the earth. Alright, so let's keep mixing up a little bit of this stuff and see what we can find. Who knows what's going to be in here? Could be anything, really. Well, let's continue. I'm just kind of taking the top that dried out a little bit. I'm just sort of cleaning it off with itself. Not getting too crazy. I already mixed it around with the claw. Okay, well, we found a few right there. One super nice gemmy one. This is all good news. You just kick some stuff around, check it out, see what's in there. It works. Gave us a submarine. And some small ones. I know it seems like this is not as brutal as breaking rock, but sometimes you just gotta go around, find a bunch of little stuff. Or it's gonna get lost, and then it's never gonna get found. I can't find the crystal tube. Okay, I'm going to take a second. I'm going to read the comments, if there are any. There might not be. There aren't. Cool. I just like to check. Just in case. Hey Steve, how you doing? I'm back at the Star Seed. Found some nice ones, a few so far. We were here earlier. We messed up some stuff. Now we're back to mess stuff up in a different way. I fluffed it and I kind of let it dry out for a little bit. Now I'm back. We might get into some other stuff. See if I can set this thing up. Oops. Let's see. How difficult can I make things for myself? That is the question. kind of smoky. Kind of a cool one. It's tabby. It's got two flat terminations. See if we can. Let's see, how about right there? Well, I'm just digging myself a hole. There's a chunk of a larger crystal. Probably broke a long time ago. I know, I always say that. I always say that. But they have a certain look when they broke a long time ago. Yeah, I don't see any other bits of the big crystal here yet. This is why you have to put your hands in the dirt and do the swipes, because it's important that you swipe off just a little bit of that dirt. This was solid, a ball of mud. I would have never seen that if I wasn't swiping with my hands. Even with gloves, I mean, you don't have to do it with your hands, but when you do it with your hands, you feel the difference of the crystal when you swipe it. But now your hands are dirty, so, you know, that's how it goes. If you want to find the crystals, here's another. I'm not going to be able to get them as clean now. Some kind of thing. I don't know what it is. Some kind of thing, though. Definitely a thing. Might be like on Matrix or something. I don't know. A piece of it just kind of chunked off. Might just be a piece of carbon or something. Or maybe it's just a small crystal came off there. I don't know, there's something dirty in there. I don't know, we got some stuff in here though. It's a little more difficult to do the swipes without the tripod. I have to kind of have the camera set up in a way where it just sort of sits there. Hopefully it's a good angle. I really don't know. I can't see very well because it's like propped up against a tree and shit. Seems okay. I'm sure it's not optimal, but I don't know, it's what we got. Seems like we're finding some crystals though, so I think it should be okay. Okay, maybe this view is not working out so much anymore. Now, this is what I'm actually doing. I don't think you can see down in this hole. There's a really super tiny one. So they're in here. It's just they're dirty. And who knows, maybe we'll run into a clay pocket. I don't hit very many of those here, but I don't find them. I mean, I don't look for them in the clay as much. So we're gonna mess around and see if we found a lot of starseeds over here, alluvial, but maybe, what if we happen to have some of those carbon-filled skeletal clay pocket things? I don't know. I've found them on a smaller scale over here, so I figure let's dig down. Let's try to find out. I have found a couple of larger ones over here, but not anything too crazy. Nothing too crazy. And not today, I just mean in general. It's a little something, can't tell. Might be like a little piece perched on a piece of matrix. That's what it feels like in my hand. Am I wrong? What do we got here? Now I'm curious, I want to know. My hands are so dirty. What is that? Well, there's something there. Some kind of crystal on that. I don't know what's going on. I saw a crystal. Somehow. Half the time, I don't even know how I see it. Even I don't know. Them babies just pop. They be popping. It's because they're so spectacular. It's not because of anything that I do. What are we even doing? Just digging a friggin' hole? That's it? That's what we're doing? Go away, coppers. Y'all don't belong here. Wrong house. We never call you. Oh, they must have just been speeding. They didn't really have anything important to say. But either do I. Maybe we'll find a crystal. We're starting to get into some really stuck together stuff here. I don't know. Could it be tailings, or is it just eroded bullshit? Seemed like some bullshit to me. I ain't getting no big crystals out of it. I know that much. But we're just gonna keep on keeping on. There's gotta be some crystals in here somewhere. Most likely. They're more likely to be here than a lot of places. So, on that front, we seem to have things covered. We're in the right location, generally speaking. Allison is here. She just checked in. Steve is here. You want something special? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Well, how do you do that? Oh, there's a rock. How about this rock? What about that one? How about that one? That one's pretty special. That's probably not the one you're talking about. All right, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep looking. Allison has ordered the special. Today's special. I've seen that written in French somewhere, but I don't know how to say it. I don't know. Carpe diem or something like that. Size matters. I don't know. Which one was it? Soup du jour. What is in here? Is there anything? That's a rock. It's shaped like a crystal. Okay, what about this one? This one seems... Well, that's a good one. How about that? How do you feel about that one? Let me know in a comment. Look, it left its butt print right there on the... That's cute. Okay, we're still throwing rocks out of here. And amazingly enough, we're encountering more rocks as we get through the rocks. We come right to more rocks. It's almost as if they know that we're on our way and they've assembled a roadblock. But it's okay. We're not gonna We don't listen to their laws. I tell them, keep your laws off my body. All right, let's maybe do a little fact check-in here. If you're a remote viewer or a psychic and you know where we're close to a crystal pocket, you can go ahead and just directions in a comment. We're on the internet, you know. We're trying to hack into some crystal pockets. So if you're a hacker, you know, if you have some information, if you work for WikiLeaks, if you're a whistleblower, just go ahead, leave a comment. It's not going to be as anonymous as you're used to, but we got some druze or something happening on this, and you know, it's the closest thing to a crystal that I've found in about 3 minutes, so I need that serotonin boost so that science can kick in. And if you're a scientist, for instance, like Allison is a scientist, and some people have described it a little bit differently. Some people have said witch, but they were at church when they said that. Allison is a scientist, and we're trying to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm pretty sure that it was crazy old man Smith he just had a mask on the whole time, and we're gonna need a lot of Scooby snacks for this. But I'm pretty sure it was mean old Mr. Smith the whole time. We have to figure it out, though, and we have to prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt in a court of law. And that's not as easy as it sounds, because mean old Mr. Smith is a ghost, and I don't think he's going to adhere to our subpoenas. And frankly, I don't think that the ghost of mean old Mr. Smith wants to know anything about anybody's penis. Especially not a sub one. That's weird. You know, you got your submarine, you got your Subway, you know, that's a sandwich. And then you got your sub-penis. So nobody wants to listen to that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. Jury duty? No, thank you. I'd like to see them try to find me for some jury duty. Duty? No. Yeah, I ran out of jokes. I had some jokes like 3 weeks ago, and I ran out of them. And so now we're We're all the way down to the lowest denominator. Duty jokes. This looks like a bunch of duty in my hand right now, but I think there might be a crystal in there too, but I think I just lost it. And I did. Okay. Here we go. Listen, the further you get down into the hole, the further away from reality you can become. It's allowed. It's a policy. Okay, I think we're going to have to check some comments and see how many people we've offended in the last 12 minutes. Maybe we're going to just keep digging. I'm still wondering, is this tailings? I know the very top is tailings, but we're still trying to figure it out. It seems like we're doing a good job. Okay, what about this one? Oh, this one's shaped like a heart. Does that make that one special? Can we do this one? What do you think? Let me know. That one seems pretty special. It's mostly, that's like mostly what we find, but they're not shaped like hearts. So that one's pretty special. Let's see. Can we find something that's not a special rock? I would assume that you were talking about a special crystal, but mostly what we're gonna run into are gonna be rocks. We don't have to name every one of them, but sometimes it's just nice to know who you're dealing with. It's not a requirement. Who's in here? Okay, oh, this river rock is in here. Okay, well, maybe there's some dinosaur guts under here somewhere. If we can locate the dinosaur guts, then that's when we know we're in business. So just all you crystal people out there, just know that you're not really truly a crystal people until you embrace the dinosaur guts. It's like being a deer hunter. You gotta just cover yourself. Cover yourself with dinosaur guts, y'all. Like I do. And then you'll be at one with the dinosaurs, you know. And you can try throwing some dirt at some dirt. That works sometimes. It riles it up, you know. Lets it know. Just let that dirt know, like, who's boss. Who's the boss around here? All right, you bastard phone. Sometimes when I get far enough into a hole, it's like, oh, you must have died. And so then my phone just loses all signal. So now I know that if I ever get buried alive, I'm never going to be able to call anyone again. But I'll be surrounded by crystals. And everybody knows that I ain't never gonna stop. So that'd probably be my best bet. Just one day, you know, it all just caves in. Just spray paint my name on the side of the mountain, and we're done. Thanks, guys. We're looking for crystals, but we do, we have to think about the future. We don't have to do it together. That might be a little bit weird for you guys, but it's okay. We're all friends here. I trust you guys. I trust you're going to buy a $7 can of spray paint. Come on. Help me out. Help a brother out. All right. Well, I've resorted to just using my hands. Because we're getting down into some shit that looks like black dirt. Just came out of nowhere. So that squishy, mushy pocket carbon, I don't know if that just happened to collect there. Or if snakes live here. I don't know. We're going to find out. Maybe the snakes collected it. Let's see what we have here. Just some dirt. Likely. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, but I mean, look how many dirts we have here and how many crystals we have here. Each one of these is a dirt. So we got a lot of dirts, a lot of pieces of dirt, millions and millions. And there's like maybe one crystal in here somewhere. So we're just talking about statistical odds here. What are the chances? Well, you know what that proves? That proves I beat the odds. I beat the odds daily. And that brings me to my next message, that WROX is a news broadcast media channel of Radio Free America, headquartered in Boise, Idaho. Radio Free America produces such award-winning shows as Meet the Rocks, live at Rock and Roll Mine, and some other shows that you've never heard of because they haven't won any awards. And frankly, you probably don't live in Boise, Idaho, but here is a broken piece of a crystal. It's just a chunk, folks. Looks like a cutter. I'm not talking about, your goth friend in high school who would sneak into the bathroom with razor blades and listen to The Cure while she bled herself out, crying about Sebastian, her ex-boyfriend, who didn't like The Cure and only liked the Smiths. Not that kind of a cutter. The kind of a cutter that we send to our genius gemstone cutter, Nick Montecalvo. He's a Mick. I'm a Mick. Montecalvo. Maybe he's Italian. You know, I don't know. But God just punished me for being a racist bastard and making racist by losing that crystal. So now I know better. Shouldn't make race-based jokes, or else the fast hand of God just comes down, smacks me in the back of my head. But then after I realize that I shouldn't make racist jokes and I ask for forgiveness, then maybe I can find the crystal again and have another opportunity to make a racist joke in the future. There's some broken crystals that I'm putting on top of this rock. We're looking for crystals way down here, deep in the earth. There might be some. There were some a minute ago. Unless we're clean out of them, which we might be, we might have to order more. Let's see. You know, it doesn't just work for dirt. You know, you try throwing some of your problems at some of your other problems. You know, see how that works out. It's kind of the same. See what sticks. Maybe you can just turn it all into one big problem. Let's see what. Feeling a little something, you know? Geometry. That's not it. That's not it either. Oh, there it is. That's the geometry we're looking for. See how that works? See how that works? Well, I lost it. Okay. So here we go. This is probably a pretty nice one. Might be. Got a little touch mark on the bottom side of it. Pretty typical. Okay, coppers. I've heard enough already. They're never gonna take me alive, you know what I mean? Like, they're just hanging out there doing some siren-y stuff. What are they doing out there? Just hanging out. Get out of here, copper. I bet they heard I got a donut sponsorship. I'm not sharing my donuts with them. Get your own donuts. Use taxpayer dollars like every other respectable police department. Okay, so we just found that one. I don't know. Maybe that one's special. Seems like it's pretty special. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Or over here. I think it was over here. I just stuck my hand. I thought, what's in there? And I just stuck my hand in there. And then I felt some geometric calamity occurring. It was like a puzzle. So you gotta check it out, you know? Every once in a while. Oh, there went that rock. Oh, there went that whole ledge. All right, well, here we are in the hole. Could have been the end of me. Just kidding. The end of me happened a long time ago. I'm just been drinking a lot of coffee. See, that's how you do that. You just kick that motherfucker. They got any crystals in here? What's going on in here? Maybe. Could be. All right, well. Now I feel like I should look around in this wall. Since it tried to kill me. Again. Well, we're just filling the damn hole back in with a bunch of new shit. But it doesn't matter. It's all the same shit. We just gotta get some of it moved around in a different way than it was before. That's the goal. Just get some of these big rocks out of here. Send them all to the same area. Just change the shape of it. Expose some new stuff. Let it get rained on. Washed off. Then there will be crystals all up in this. After it rains, the earth can just, do some earth stuff with it. Whatever the hell that is. Seems like some of that smoky gray. It's got that smoke. It's a little tabby. It's got a real nice rider right there on the front of it. Let's check this one out a little closer. There's another one. It's a nice one. So those two just pop their head out of the earth. We just found, let's see, that's a real shiny one. That one's got that nice silver tone to it. So let's see, we just found this one a minute ago. Let's see about that one. That'll be nice after it's cleaned up. It's got some nice smoky blue gray tone to it. Maybe you can see it a little better against the background of the green. It's a nice one. Okay, let's continue. That's a rock. Definitely a rock. Not Iraq, you know, the country that we invaded and killed millions of people. Not that. That's a rock. I don't want to get them confused. Yeah, I think there's quite a few in here. I'm just not seeing all of them. I just saw something right here. That's just a rock. Looked like a crystal. Okay, we're gonna start finding some of those nice carbon included ones. I can feel it. We're gonna start running into some crystals. Is that dirt? What is it? Yo, it's a rock. Wait a minute, is that a rock? It's not a rock. It's just a crystal with a bunch of clay on it. How does he do it? I don't know. How do I see this crap? Richard Smith. He's out there. Okay. There we go. How about that? Get in that tube. Okay. We're gonna keep going. Let's see what comes out of here. Anything. Y'all got any crystals in here? Pretty soon I'm gonna have to get on the backside of what I'm doing with this dirt, and I gotta look and see who's over there. I don't know what's going on. WROX is brought to you by contributions by viewers like you. Contributions can be free. Like the channel, like this video, comment on the video, tell us something crazy, tell us something dumb. Either way, you're still contributing. Make fun of us. We're making fun of you. Roast me, bro. Go right ahead. In the comments section. I'm Sean Adam, your host. And this is Live at Rock and Roll, brought to you by Radio Free America and WROX. Rocks. That's right, bitches. We're out here getting these crystals. We're having a live sale, 7 o'clock tonight. These crystals won't be for sale, but some other ones that probably just like them will be. So now that everybody can see that we're out here actually throwing dirt at dirt to find crystals, maybe maybe people will understand. How crazy we are about crystals, you know what I'm saying? Y'all think you like crystals? I'm out here throwing dirt at dirt. But it's cool because I'm out here, I'm taking a hit for the team. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can hang out. I'm gathering them up. I think there's more in here. I haven't seen them yet, but I'll let you know when I do. That's not what I wanted to grab, I don't think. I guess I missed it. Maybe we got some crystals in this wall. I haven't really looked. Have you? I'm looking for my remote viewers out there. You know, if you're a professional remote viewer, we have a high security clearance job for you. You can email us at rockandrollmine@gmail.com with your top secret clearance request, which must be accompanied by GPS coordinates to at least one pocket of crystals. And that's your application and your first paycheck, all bundled up in one. So if you feel confident that you've rendered your psychic availability as a useful tool, or if you can, just get a hold of Ingo Swan and let him know for me that I really want him to call me. We have important things to talk about. A few important things. So this is what we're doing. We're just, taking apart the earth, putting it back together in a different way, in a different shape. That's all we're doing. That's about it. Just reshaping it a little bit. That's something, but I don't know what it is. I'm not going to guarantee anybody anything on that one. I mean, I don't normally make guarantees anyway, but in some select instances, I may limit myself to guarantees, but I doubt it. I guarantee you I ain't never gonna stop. That's one thing I can guarantee. That's a policy. Go ahead and check. Go ahead and check. Because we ain't never gonna stop. Okay. Okay, we are pretty far. We're pretty far down in a hole, and we're definitely, we're just, we live here now, so this is our new house. We're just gonna burrow right down into the earth. Maybe we'll find a fox. Nope, just rocks. They rhyme, but they're not the same. Wow, we haven't found a gigantic crystal in, longer than I'd like to even think about. So, I'm really gonna need you guys. I'm not saying that you're not doing it. You're not doing a good job. But I am saying that I'm gonna need you guys, regardless if you're a remote viewer or not by trade, I'm gonna need you guys to just go ahead and think about a crystal. And I'm gonna try to just ruminate. Is that a word that's applicable to this experience? I'm gonna ruminate that energy back to me, and then I'm gonna just let my hand go to wherever everyone thinks there is a crystal. Now, if you guys could make it as big a crystal as possible, that would really be the best. But if there are only smaller crystals around here, I understand. But let's see. We're gonna just do something where we just say, like, how about right here? And what did we? Wow, thanks guys. You did a great job. Okay, cool. All right, we're getting on the same page with this shit finally, huh? Well, but you led me to a broken chunk, and you know, that's cool. For your first remote viewing session, that's pretty cool. It might be a little bit clustery, but it's definitely, I think it's part of that other broken piece maybe. It's got like a little broken bit there, but okay, good job. All right, let's keep trying that. I'm gonna take a break for a second, and then we'll get right back to it. But you know, I want you guys to continue to concentrate on our next find, and we'll take it from there. But you know, if you've never done anything like that before, just know that you're gonna have to take a minute. It takes a lot of energy out of you to do remote viewing, but that was a great job, and you guys led me right to that thing right there. And I think if we all just work together as a team, then I think maybe some of the experience from some of the more seasoned, let's call it, not like with salt and pepper, but rather hundreds and hundreds of years of experience remote viewing, maybe some of their experience will rub off on some of the less experienced if we all just think about it together. And then we can get right to the appropriate geographical location. But here pretty soon, in about, I don't know, I'm gonna take a break, and I'm gonna think about safety, because I'm in a big hole, and we've got what's called overburden just everywhere. I'm not trying to freak you guys out, but I'm just saying, you know, a bunch of rocks could fall on your head at any moment. So put your helmet on, and I don't know what else you might do. Hopefully you already have your boots on. You're supposed to have those on the whole time. You know, like I tried to watch some other crystal videos, you know, and I was just overwhelmed by how incredibly loud and screamy and just over the top it is. And I decided that shit is for babies. And after watching Live at Rock and Roll, I can't watch that shit, man. It's for babies. It must be for babies. Because they're screaming like they're talking to 2-year-olds who don't know what the color red is. Or they're like excited about bouncing a ball or something. It just really got on my nerves, you know? That's all it really did. Yay! Oh my God! I was like, oh, you guys need to. Are you guys on Molly right now? What the fuck is going on? You got a rave? They must be on methamphetamines or something. There, I said it. There, I said it, okay? Stop Stop acting like you're on methamphetamines every time you find a crystal. And if you're not on methamphetamines, stop acting like you are. This is fucking ridiculous. Want to know what's even funnier about that situation? Is that, you know, the videos, the further you go back in time, the less absolutely absurd that person / those people are acting. It's like as you go back further and further in their videos, they become more and more like real people. And as you watch further and further into the future of those videos, it just becomes more and more absurd. And so I've done some investigative reporting, being that we're a news channel, technically. I've done some investigative reporting on the situation, and turns out everybody got stupider and stupider as time went on. And that's real. That's a real effect. That can really happen to you. You can just get dumber and dumber and dumber, and the next thing you know, you're just about as stupid as you can be, and then it kind of flatlines from there, you know. And now you're just about as over the top and dumb as you can possibly be. And where are you going to go from there? Where are you going to go from there? And what's going to happen after that? And it doesn't just apply to that situation. It applies to all kinds of situations. All kinds of celebrity situations. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like you start out and you just want bottle service at the club with like one hot chick, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm in the VIP section. I'm getting bottle service. I got this hot chick with me. Fast forward 3 fucking years later, after you got some money and you're a celebrity, you got 15 chicks, a pile of cocaine, 3 bottles of Jack Daniels, you know, you're best friends with like Kim Jong-il, and you like drive a fucking electric car, but you can only drive 130 miles. And that is the celebrity lifestyle conundrum, is that one day you're just a regular dude on YouTube making a video, and the next day some dummy told you that it would be a lot better if you just acted like somebody that you're not. And if you listen to them, you're a fucking idiot. WROX is brought to you by Radio Free America. We report the dirt. Stop screaming like little babies in your crystal videos, freaky weirdos. Even babies don't like it. You're probably scaring the babies. Stop scaring the babies. Oh, Sean, you're so mean. You said mean things. No, I didn't. I didn't. I just said what everybody's thinking. When they watch those fucking videos, man, it's like, Jesus Christ. Are you a real fucking person or not? And then my other favorite thing on YouTube is literally the Asian guy that fucking finds marbles in half dry concrete. Oh my God. Oh, it's so beautiful. He pulls some fucking marbles out of a goddamn bunch of concrete that he mixed wrong. His videos get like 1 million views. Blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. So here we are. Here we are, not doing either of those things together. Okay, great. So I'm going to stop complaining about that, because technically that's not even what we're doing. All right, well, if you guys were like, hey, let's go find some marbles and some half-baked concrete, then maybe I'd have something to complain about. But I'm going to stop complaining right now. That was just a little bit of a rant. Okay, just a little bit of a rant. Don't hold it against me. It's just some things that I notice about YouTube. Okay? Oh, I dropped it again. Okay, that's a nice one. Okay. There we have it. Okay. We are obligated to find more crystals. You know, it's the contract we signed, and that's what we're going to keep doing. Nobody can stop me. I have obligations. Okay. I'm going to take a break in a minute, but I'm a workaholic and I'm absolutely driven by just finding more crystals all the time. So that might just be something that I keep saying and don't actually do. But who knows? We're like halfway to hell right now, so can I really stop? I don't know. You know. All right. Well, yeah, my finger was just in the way. If that's what you thought, then, I just want to let you know that you were right. But that would be an educated guess on this channel. You would probably be thinking to yourself, that jackass has his finger in front of the camera again. And well, friends, that would be accurate. Well, if you ever wonder to yourself, why doesn't Sean use machines? Maybe the question you should be asking yourself is, how is Sean a machine? It's called DNA, people. DNA. Scott's Irish here. Okay? DNA. Get yourself some work and do it the whole time until you're dead. That's how you do it. Okay? Ladies, if you're thinking to yourself, wow, Sean works really hard, get yourself some Scots Irishman in ya. Okay? Have some babies. Let's fix the infrastructure of America together. All right? We need new roads and bridges. You know what that means? We need more Scots Irishmen. So, all right. Here we are. This is what we've done together. Let's see if I can make it stick. All right. The phone has since plummeted down the mountain. Great job. Awesome show. Great job. Okay. This is probably the reason why oftentimes this podcast has 3 viewers. Because I just dropped you down an entire mountain, and anybody who's worried about their own safety, maybe doesn't have health insurance, they don't want to hang out in this podcast. You can get hurt here. So I don't blame them. It makes sense. But, take some fucking risks, people. Okay, so here's one of the nicer crystals that we found just here in this area, kind of in some tailings and some alluvial clay. We found a bunch of nice small ones too. This one isn't huge, but it's definitely a good size, and it's got nice points, nice terminations. A little more cleaned up on my jeans. Let's try to get some light on that. A little more cleaned up on my jeans. It's got a iron coating. It's definitely like a tabby hawk nose kind of a thing going on. It's a flat on the bottom. So that's a nice one. We're just digging this whole starseed area out. We got a good amount of wall kicking there, and quite a bit of ledge we're creating here out of dirt. That's a key mark on the bottom. It's nice. It's got some geometry to it, so that's good. I thought I felt some geometry when I had this in my hand. Seemed like something geometric when I was touching the back of it. Yeah, it's definitely like a key mark. It's not just broken. It's got a crystal face all the way in the middle of it. Pretty nice one. Cool. It's even better than I thought.